Now, let me share with you, before we take a break here, what Rex Tillerson found out about getting too close to the vat of human shit that follows Trump around like a ghost. Tillerson was on, was it CBS this morning? I think. Let me find it here. Yeah, I saw some of this interview. I guess it was on CBS, and boy, don't they have their own problems, the CBS network. Anyway, here's the deal. Trump now calls Tillerson dumb as a rock. That's the President of the United States talking about his former Secretary of State, dumb as a rock. Here's what happened. 9 months. It's been 9 months since Trump summarily dismissed Rex Tillerson with a tweet. A tweet. Trump followed it up with another tweet in which he branded Tillerson dumb as a rock and lazy as hell. Trump calling somebody else dumb and lazy. Oh my fucking word. Those words came after Tillerson, in an appearance at a charity event in Houston, I guess it was carried by CBS, said their relationship, the Trump-Tillerson relationship, soured over Trump's repeated demands that Tillerson do things that were illegal. See what I'm talking about? You get too close to Trump, you're fucked. Goodbye, Sean Hannity. Bye-bye. Bye, Sean. Tillerson was at a fundraiser for the MD Anderson Cancer Center in Houston. Now, this is his first public remarks about his tenure as Secretary of State since he was let go in March. He said, quote, so often the president would say, here's what I want you to do, and here's how I want you to do it. And I would have to say to him, Mr. President, I understand what you want to do, but you can't do it that way. It violates the law. And then Trump would try to convince Tillerson to do it anyway. Hey, all you Trump supporters, do you give a fuck? Nah, you don't. You're Christians. You don't care. Asked to confirm how toxic their interactions had become, Trump praised Tillerson's successor, Mike Pompeo, and dismissed the abilities of Tillerson, who ran ExxonMobil before stepping down. This is what President Pig tweeted, quote, Mike Pompeo's doing a great job. I'm very proud of him. His predecessor, Rex Tillerson, didn't have the mental capacity needed. He was dumb as a rock, and I couldn't get rid of him fast enough. He was lazy as hell. Now it's a whole new ball game. Great spirit at stake. What a fucking bastard, huh? Trump. Now, while he was Secretary of State, Tillerson tried many times to fight against many of the budget cuts that the Trump pigs forced on him. You know, we still, 2 years into President Pig's tenure, we still have major diplomatic posts that are empty. We don't have we still don't have an ambassador to South Korea. We don't have ambassadors all over the fucking world. Trump doesn't understand. He wants everything to be centered on him. You have a question, Ulaanbaatar, you have a question, Afghanistan, come and ask me. Ask me. I'm Donald fucking Trump. Would it be better to ask your ambassador? Fuck ambassadors, ask me. I have a great mind. I have good words. I'm a stable genius. The deep cuts in staffing and the diplomatic corps contributed to low morale in the State Department. Veteran diplomats were shown the door or made to feel unwelcome and unvalued until they finally said, fuck you, and left. In his remarks, Tillerson didn't offer any specific examples of which requests he deemed illegal. I'm sure he will eventually. He said he offered to work to change the law, but that did not curb Trump's frustration. Fuck the law is Trump's attitude. Tillerson said, I'd say here's what we can do. We can go back to Congress and get this law changed. And if that's what you want to do, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm ready to go up there and fight the fight if that's what you want me to do. End quote. But that's the legal way to do things. That's the normal course. That's what you should do. Trump doesn't play by that rule book. Tillerson noted that he had never met President Pig before Vice President Junior Pig invited Tillerson to the White House. And at the end of that meeting with President Pig, Tillerson said he was offered the job as Secretary of State. Now, I like what he said next. Tillerson also took a swipe at Twitter, not President Pig's use of it, but the short attention span it has helped engender in many Americans. Saying Trump was elected using modern-day tools to tap into strong emotions, Tillerson added, quote, I'll be honest with you, it troubles me that the American people seem to want to know so little about issues that they're satisfied with 128 characters. I don't want to come across as a criticism of him. It's really a concern I have about us as Americans and us as a society and us as citizens. Yeah. Tillerson could not be immediately reached for comment on Trump's snarky, filthy, shitty 10-year-old comments against Tillerson. Hi, Truth Seekers. Mike Malloy here. As you know, we've switched formats and are now broadcast exclusively on the Progressive Voices Network. So that means you get fewer program interruptions, no corporate commercials, and lots of profanity. But our format change also means some of our radio listeners no longer hear the program. It's been a while since I mentioned our podcasts, so you may have forgotten that there is a way to listen to this program anytime you need a good dose of screaming. Visit MikeMalloy.com and subscribe to our podcasts. You have your choice. You can listen to the ranting with the audio podcast or listen and watch me lose control with a video podcast subscription. As a podcast subscriber, you can download the program to your mobile device and take me with you wherever you go. And if you have a friend who needs a dose of truth-seeking, you can give a gift subscription as well. That's MikeMalloy.com, and never miss a minute of the uncensored fun and frivolity.